How can you cook eggplant to retain all its nutrients and health benefits? Hey everyone, today, we're diving into the wonderful world of eggplant. Let's get started. 1. Choosing the right eggplant. The first step in cooking great eggplant starts at the grocery store or farmer's market. You want to choose eggplants that are fresh, firm, and feel heavy for their size. A good eggplant should have smooth, shiny skin with no blemishes, bruises, or soft spots. Why is this important? Well, an eggplant that's too soft or has wrinkled skin is likely overripe or damaged, which can affect both the taste and texture of your dish. A fresh eggplant, on the other hand, will be more flavorful and have a better texture when cooked. Here's a quick tip. Gently press the skin with your thumb. If it springs back, it's fresh. If it leaves an indent, it's probably past its prime. 2. Washing and prepping your eggplant. Once you've selected the perfect eggplant, it's time to get it ready for cooking. Start by rinsing it under cold water to remove any dirt or debris. Then, pat it dry with a clean towel. Next, trim off the stem end of the eggplant. Depending on the recipe you're using, you can slice the eggplant into rounds, cubes, or strips. Uniform slices will ensure even cooking, so take your time to get them right. One question I often get is whether or not to peel the eggplant. My advice? Keep the skin on whenever possible. Not only does it add texture and color to your dish, but it also contains valuable nutrients like fiber and antioxidants. Unless your recipe specifically calls for peeling, leave that skin on. 3. Pre-cooking with minimal oil. Eggplant has a bit of a reputation for soaking up oil like a sponge, which can lead to greasy dishes if you're not careful. But don't worry, I've got a trick to avoid that. Before you cook your eggplant, try pre-cooking it with minimal oil. You can grill, roast, or broil the eggplant slices lightly brushed with olive oil or sprayed with a cooking oil spray. This not only reduces the amount of oil absorbed but also helps to bring out the natural flavors of the eggplant. By pre-cooking, you'll also get a head start on the cooking process, which means less time standing over the stove. It's a win-win. 4. Cooking methods, healthier options for delicious results. When it comes to cooking eggplant, there are plenty of methods to choose from, but some are healthier than others. While deep frying might be tempting, it often leads to excessive oil absorption, leaving your eggplant greasy and heavy. Instead, I recommend baking, grilling, sautéing, or broiling. These methods allow you to cook the eggplant until it's tender and golden brown without overloading it with fat. Plus, they help to preserve the eggplant's nutrients, making your dish not just delicious but also nutritious. For example, when baking, preheat your oven to around 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius, and cook the eggplant until it's tender and the edges are slightly crisp. This should take about 20-25 minutes, depending on the thickness of your slices. 5. Cooking until tender, but not mushy. One of the keys to perfect eggplant is cooking it until it's tender but not mushy. Overcooked eggplant can become soggy and lose its structure, which is not what you want in your dish. Aim for a texture that's soft enough to be easily pierced with a fork, but still has a bit of firmness. The exterior should be golden brown, which adds a nice flavor and visual appeal to your dish. If you're grilling or broiling, keep an eye on the eggplant and flip it halfway through cooking to ensure even browning. For sautéing, use a moderate heat and stir occasionally to avoid burning. 6. Flavoring your eggplant, herbs, spices, and more. Now that your eggplant is cooked to perfection, it's time to add some flavor. Eggplant has a mild taste on its own, which makes it a great canvas for a variety of herbs, spices, and seasonings. Some of my favorite seasonings for eggplant include garlic, onions, rosemary, thyme, and basil. Citrus zest, like lemon or orange, can also add a fresh, bright note to the dish. And if you're a fan of a little heat, a sprinkle of chili flakes can really kick things up a notch. The key is to experiment and find the combinations you love. Don't be afraid to get creative and try new flavors. 7. Sauces and dressings, keeping it healthy. When it comes to sauces and dressings, it's important to keep an eye on the sodium content, especially if you're watching your salt intake. Instead of reaching for high-sodium store-bought options, try making your own sauces at home. Tomato-based sauces are a classic pairing with eggplant and can be made with fresh or canned tomatoes, garlic, and herbs. Yogurt-based dressings are another great option, offering a creamy texture without the added fat and calories of traditional creamy dressings. And don't forget about marinades. A simple marinade of olive oil, lemon juice, and herbs can add a ton of flavor without overwhelming the eggplant's natural taste. 8. Serving your eggplant, fresh and delicious. Once your eggplant is cooked and flavored to perfection, it's time to serve it up. Eggplant is best enjoyed fresh, right after cooking, to preserve its texture and flavor. There are so many ways to enjoy eggplant. Serve it as a side dish, or incorporate it into salads, pasta dishes, sandwiches, or wraps. You can even use it as a topping for pizzas, burgers, or grain bowls. One of my favorite ways to serve eggplant is in a classic ratatouille, where it's combined with other fresh vegetables like tomatoes, zucchini, and bell peppers, all cooked together in a delicious tomato sauce. It's a hearty, flavorful dish that's perfect for any occasion. 9. Health benefits of eggplant. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to talk about the health benefits of eggplant. This humble vegetable is packed with nutrients, including fiber, vitamins B1, B6, and K, and antioxidants like niacin, which is found in the skin. Fiber is great for digestive health and can help keep you feeling full, making eggplant a good choice if you're trying to maintain a healthy weight. The antioxidants in eggplant can also help protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals, which is important for overall health. Plus, eggplant is low in calories and contains no fat, making it a great addition to any healthy diet. Whether you're looking to boost your nutrient intake or simply enjoy a delicious and versatile vegetable, eggplant has a lot to offer. 10. Eggplant recipe ideas. Get creative in the kitchen. If you're looking for some inspiration, here are a few eggplant recipes that you can try at home. Eggplant Parmesan. Eggplant Parmesan is a healthier twist on the classic dish, using baked instead of fried eggplant slices. Start by slicing the eggplant into rounds, then sprinkle them with salt and let sit for 30 minutes to draw out moisture. Rinse, pat dry, and dip the slices in beaten eggs, followed by breadcrumbs. Bake the slices at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius, for about 20 minutes, flipping halfway through. While the eggplant bakes, prepare a simple marinara sauce with tomatoes, garlic, and herbs. Layer the baked eggplant in a dish with the marinara and mozzarella cheese, using part skim mozzarella for a lighter option. Top with Parmesan cheese and bake for another 15-20 minutes until the cheese is melted and bubbly. Serve hot, garnished with fresh basil. Baba Ganoush. Baba Ganoush is a creamy, smoky dip made from roasted eggplant. Roast whole eggplants until the skin is charred and the flesh is soft. Peel off the skin and mash the flesh with tahini, garlic, lemon juice, and olive oil. Season with salt, pepper, and a pinch of cumin or smoked paprika. For a smooth texture, use a food processor, or keep it chunky for a more rustic dip. Serve Baba Ganoush drizzled with olive oil and sprinkled with fresh parsley, alongside pita bread or fresh vegetables. It's a healthy, flavorful appetizer or snack rich in fiber and antioxidants. Stuffed eggplant. Stuffed eggplant is a versatile dish where the eggplant is hollowed out and filled with a savory mixture of grains, vegetables, and spices. Start by cutting the eggplant in half lengthwise and scooping out the flesh, leaving about ½ inch of the shell. For the stuffing, cook quinoa and mix it with the chopped eggplant flesh, sautéed onions, garlic, and a variety of vegetables like tomatoes, zucchini, and bell peppers. Add beans or crumbled feta for extra protein, and season with Mediterranean spices like cumin and oregano. Fill the eggplant halves with the mixture, drizzle with olive oil, and bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius, for 30-40 minutes until tender. Garnish with fresh herbs and serve with a side salad or yogurt for a complete meal. Eggplant stir-fry. Eggplant stir-fry is a quick, healthy dish that's perfect for busy nights. Cut the eggplant into bite-sized cubes and lightly pre-cook them by steaming or microwaving to reduce oil absorption. In a hot wok or skillet, stir-fry the eggplant until it begins to brown, then set it aside. Sauté a variety of vegetables like bell peppers, snap peas, broccoli, and mushrooms in the same pan. Return the eggplant to the pan and toss everything together. For the sauce, mix soy sauce, garlic, ginger, and a touch of honey or maple syrup. Pour the sauce over the vegetables and stir-fry for another minute until everything is well coated. Serve the stir-fry over steamed rice or noodles, garnished with sesame seeds or fresh herbs. Eggplant curry. Eggplant curry is a hearty, flavorful dish that's easy to make. Start by cutting the eggplant into cubes and lightly sautéing it in oil until golden. Set aside. In the same pan, sauté onions, garlic, and ginger until fragrant. Add spices like cumin, coriander, turmeric, and a touch of cinnamon. Stir in chopped tomatoes and cook until they break down into a sauce. Add coconut milk for creaminess, then return the eggplant to the pan. Simmer the curry until the eggplant is tender and the flavors have melded together. Add cooked chickpeas for extra protein and finish with a squeeze of lime juice and fresh cilantro. Serve the curry with rice or naan for a satisfying, plant-based meal. And there you have it. With these tips and tricks, you're well on your way to cooking delicious and nutritious eggplant dishes that your whole family will love. Remember, the key is to choose fresh eggplant, prep it properly, cook it with minimal oil, and get creative with flavors and seasonings. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more cooking tips, recipes, and health advice. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.